That was very loud. I got this cute spot on my shirt. Do you like it? Focus on it. It's from my dinner. It fell on my shirt. Enjoy this replay. Okay, the music was cutting out for a minute. I don't even know what I want to read about tonight. Don't know what I want to read about. But I'm going to read about something. Hello, welcome. Thanks for joining me. We're listening to the Divine Feminine is Rising. Hear her speak music right now on the YouTubes. And it's great. It's super great. And I'm way late. I should have been reading at 8 o'clock and it's 10 p.m. Welcome. Thanks for joining. We're going to read some cards. We're going to read some cards. I'll read your cards if you want me to. And, well, for a small fee, you can either subscribe to my channel to receive a 2-card reading every time I go live, or you can book a $33 reading, or you can listen to the collective reading. It's really up to you. However you're feeling. Whatever you're feeling is right for you tonight. But let's get the theme of what we should read about. Tell me, Oracle, wisdom of the Oracle. Okay, 2 cards came out. The interesting part is this card is my card that I keep getting. I got this 2 weeks ago when I pulled a card for myself to focus on. Then I got it again the next week. And then I got it again for the month of January, for the whole month of January. So this card is, it's Capricorn as fuck, so it makes a lot of sense. And so it says the Thinker. And it was actually behind this card of round and round. So my thinking is that you're thinking about something over and over and over again. That's probably the theme of tonight's reading. All right, let's take a look in the book, because this is a new deck for me, and I like to read the insights, especially when a protection message comes up. So let's see, what are we thinking over and over and over and over again about? Number 25. We are thinking over and over and over again. Okay. It's like Mercury in retrograde. It's so funny. Okay, here's what it says. If you're in a scenario that appears to be... Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Sorry. The protection message. Are you refusing to see your own personal responsibility for repeating lessons you don't need to relearn? Rude. You have to surrender now to the fact that you are the common denominator in all these repeat performances. Okay. Be happy. After you say something to me like that, okay, for this wonderful spot to be in. Oh, okay, it's so great. You can now see the cycles that you wish to exit. Once you figure out that you have the power to stop going round and round, you possess the key to your freedom. Be good to yourself. It's not about blame, but accountability. You can have the abundant life filled with love and prosperity that Spirit still wants for you. But you know why you aren't? Because you just keep thinking and thinking and thinking about all of the stuff that is keeping you from having what you desire. It's super annoying. So let's read some tarot and find out how we can get out of the loop of overthinking. We're going to use the Modern Love Tarot. Let's ask first, what are we thinking about over and over and over and over again? What are we responsible for continuing to cycle through and repeat? What do we need to be accountable for? What is it that we're going round and round about? Throws the card. Are you fucking kidding me? The World card. Everything in the world. Okay. Completion. A cycle being over. You're like, I just want this cycle to be over. And the universe is like, bitch, that's up to you. You close out a cycle. The cycle doesn't just close out. You have to close the cycle. You close it. You do it. So, all right. But that didn't answer me really, though. I can't make this shit up. The freaking 10 of Swords. which is all literally a card about being stuck because you're thinking constantly about when this jackass is going to come back. And so the whole thing is like, you know what? You keep thinking like, well, when he comes back, the cycle will be over. But the cycle will be over when you stop thinking about when this person is going to come back. So you have to complete the cycle. You have to be like, you have to tell yourself something. I don't know, he ain't coming back, Jack. Move along. Or, he'll come back when he comes back and it doesn't freaking matter. Something like that. Goddamn, 2 of Wands. It's definitely Mercury in retrograde. I literally just said to one of my friends, no exes ever contact me during Mercury in retrograde. Like, I guess nobody cares. And I had an ex contact me tonight, and that was so funny. And definitely was, like, reminiscing. Didn't want any, like, doesn't, like, want to start anything, but definitely, like, slid into my DMs. I was like, okay, I take that back. I guess that happens. Hi, Tanya. Good to see you. Hopefully you're not at work anymore. So, looky. What do we have? What do we need to take personal accountability for that we keep thinking about and we just won't stop, and we're just going around and round and round? And it's a good thing though, because now we know that if we just stop thinking about it, it will end this endless cycle. Oh, nothing. Just the twin flame stuff. Just the twin flame stuff. Just the when is he gonna come back? When is he gonna do? Who cares? Who cares? If he was so great, why isn't he here now? Like, who's great? The person that's here now. Is there anybody there now? You're great. You're here. You care about yourself, hopefully. You are doing things for yourself, hopefully. So, but let's get a little more detail about that. I just was going to read about anything tonight, so I guess we're reading about this. Look at that. Who's that bitch? You're that bitch. My student just texted me. I completely forgot to ask you about something. It's something small, so we can wait until next week, though. Okay, good, because I'm busy. Yes, we are here and we're amazing. Here's the Empress card. We are here, and if this person was so great, I don't think they would leave you hanging like this long. I don't think they would do that. I don't think that's the behavior of somebody that's really great, like really great for you. I think if they were really great, they would never have put you in this position. And I think that you're still in this position because you still think that they're gonna somehow become great. And I don't know. Are they gonna become great? Are they gonna become as great as you are, as great as the Empress? You don't really think so. There's the Nine of Swords. You're pretty afraid of it. You've got all those love things burning. So yeah, I don't know. If I don't think you really think that they're gonna be great. So remember, it's what you're thinking over and over that's manifesting, right? That's what the accountability part is. It's like, what are your thoughts? Well, your thoughts are like, I don't know. I don't think they're so great right now. Can they get great? Can they actually transform and be great? Maybe. Wands for me are a maybe. Maybe if they can become bold and confident and take some action. So if they do happen to come back, maybe they can be great. So what is the better way to approach this? Thinking about, whether or not they're actually going to come back, or just being like, I don't want to be with the version of this person that's currently available, because that person is not currently available. So I'm just going to let this go. And, if that person comes back, cool. If they don't, also cool. I'm probably going to meet somebody really cool in the meantime. And then when they come back, I'll be like, I mean, you're kind of late. Or maybe I'll be like, okay. It kind of depends. But I feel like being a lot less serious about it, spending a lot less time in your mind about, like, whatever's in the back of your mind is manifesting all the time. Look at that, King of Cups energy. So yes, and I'm seeing you saying you're multitasking for that the party you're supposed to go to. Good for you. Every Empress multitasks. I think that this person is super nice, kind, probably to other people. You know, has a good heart, but just floats along on the surface of his emotions. And it's not that useful, honestly. It's like you can be, oh, he's nice. He doesn't talk to me. He doesn't call me. He doesn't care that I'm suffering, and he doesn't do anything to prevent it. And he worries more about his own shit than he does about me. So really, it's not that good of a match. There's plenty of other options. So I should go out and explore. This is the Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands. I should really get out there, and I should go explore, because my imagination is kind of boundless. And I have the strength, the courage, the confidence to be able to control my mind and keep it from thinking all these things that are preventing me from really seeing my value and my worth, and you know how many options I could have. What's gonna happen if you put this person down and go pursue some other options? There's the Moon card. It's kind of a mystery. I can't really say. I can't really say exactly what's going to happen. I can tell that you're probably going to work through some subconscious programming. You could be that your dreams come true. Look at that. You'll definitely receive some kind of offers of actual love from somebody with a full cup. Can I get any information on that kind of energy? What that person is like that's going to bring in that cup? What's that person like? Somebody who has gone through major transformations. Somebody who has changed quite drastically, who's stopped being probably problematic or toxic in some way and been reborn. So, you know, it could be a new version of that person because you stop thinking about the old version of them and move on. Somebody who's willing to take the leap. Somebody new, it looks like. This is kind of telling me it's like the old thing is dead and something new, something fresh. But somebody who's a risk taker. They take the leap. What else? Somebody that I think might surprise you. It's unexpected. Somebody that's behind the scenes right now that you're really not, you're not aware, like, this is the person for you. Because you're so focused on when the other person's coming back. What else about this person? Wow, somebody who really does want to have everything you want to have. Material, happiness, prosperity. They may be abundant. They could be older than you. There's like a legacy there that is, you know, they want to have that family. I think somebody's going to make you really happy. King of Pentacles. Whoever they are, whatever they do, they love what they do. Like, they love their career, they love their work. They might be creative, could be in the arts, doesn't have to be though. Somebody who takes a lot of pride in their craft. Somebody definitely who is prosperous. This is not somebody who doesn't have their money in order. They do. how do I meet this person, or how do I, if it's somebody I know, like what can I do to initiate this, or what can I do? What should I do about this person? Anything? Anything? I don't know. God damn it. It's the Hermit. Hi, Brittany. I'm good. How are you? This is you. This is you on your own. This is you going within. So this is not you going out and doing anything. It's just kind of really enjoying the hell out of your own company. Taking that inward journey. Give me some more. What will happen? How will I know? How will I know this person? How will I know this person? Because they will be really generous with you. There will be no breadcrumbing from this person. They will give, like, if you send a message, they send a message. Like, it's never going to be this kind of thing that's really imbalanced, where you like wait days and days for a response. It's not going to be anything like that. It's going to be like a constant flow of give and take in a fair, healthy, balanced way. Can I get a timeline, please? Can I get a timeline? It's okay if I can't, but can I? 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. It's not that long. 2 cycles of something. The second month, February. The second day of a month. Cool beans. Look at that! The Lovers on the bottom of the deck! Will this happen if I still hold space for the person that was in the beginning of this reading? Will this happen if I still hold space for the person that I want to come back? Will this happen if I still hold space for the person that I want to come back? Major Arcana for me is a yes. The Justice card. So, if you hold space for that person, yes. If you're thinking constantly about that person coming back, no. That's definitely the thing that is coming through for me. Yes, if you hold space. But holding space does not mean that you're waiting for a person to come back. It means that you hold that door open, you prop it open, and then you go do your stuff. You like leave the key by the door. You're like, okay, the key's there. If you want to come in, you know where to find it. And you go do your shit that you need to do at home. So focus on your dreams and your wishes and your desires and what you want to make come true for yourself. By the way, I just did the 12 days of Christmas like ritual thing that I mentioned to my followers before, which is really cool. And you don't have to do it on Christmas. You could do it now if you want to. It's not like a time-based thing, but it was cool to do it like that. Basically, the way that you do it is you take 13 pieces of paper and you write down 13 wishes. And then each night for 12 nights, you take a candle, light the candle, center yourself, meditate a little bit. Take one of the wishes that's folded up, don't read it, burn it. When you burn it, just think to yourself, this wish is done, it's taken care of, it's coming true. After you do that, you can pull a card, and the card can represent like the next month for 12 months. So I did it, and it was like January, February through the year. And that's just if you want to. And basically, for me, that's not divination where I'm like, oh, this is what's going to happen in September. What it means is just each month I have a card that I'm going to focus on that energy. Like this month for me, the focus is on the thinker. So I looked up what this card entails. I looked up the number 44. And like this month, I'm focused on themes having to do with the thinker card. Next month, I think, is flexible, is the card that came out for me. So I'll be focused on that. So I did it. And notice I said you write down 13 wishes. And then for 12 nights, you burn a wish each night. Or you can do it in the day. It doesn't matter. You just burn it at some point. This is driving me crazy. I hate it. Okay. Anyway, you have one wish left after the 12 days. And that wish is the one that you commit to making happen for yourself. All the other wishes, done and taken care of. So I did it, and my 12th wish was, I love my body and I can finally see how beautiful I am. So I have to spend time each day making this wish come true. So basically tonight, since today was the day that I got this, found out what wish I was going to have to do. I was like, I hope it's the one where I have to get my nails done. And it was like that one. And I was like, God damn it. I just wanted that one to come true. But at least it wasn't the one that was like, my music makes $1 million a year, because that one was really daunting. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to make that happen. That one's coming true without me having to do anything. My higher self's, well, I mean, I have to follow inspired action, but my higher self's taking care of it. My higher self's going to direct me along the path. This one, and what that does is it helps you focus on one thing and put time and energy into it. So loving my body means that I feed it really nourishing foods. It means that I move it and stretch it and get it massages and make sure it gets, attended to in a frisky way. And finally seeing how beautiful I am, that means I have to look at myself in the mirror. I have to write down things I appreciate about myself. I have to adorn myself, put on jewelry, put on accessories, things that make me feel beautiful. So it's really not that hard to make this wish come true, but it's going to take some time and effort and work on my part to do it. And I feel like my focus for this year is my body, really loving my body and finally seeing how beautiful it is and being really appreciative of it. So it was a really cool ritual. I highly recommend doing it. It was fun. I really enjoyed it. And every time something pops into my head now, like, because I wish for some things, like I wish that I would get to live with my son. I wish that we would get to live in a house. I wished that I would make $1 million from my music. I wished that, I can't remember them all. There was 12 of them, but I wished a lot of things. And so I wished for a really fulfilling relationship. I was so worried I was going to get that one. I was like, how am I going to make that happen? But I didn't get it. The universe is going to take care of it. So now when it pops into my head, like, what should I do to have a relationship? Should I do this? Should I do that? Should I do this? I'm just going to be like, no, it's done. It's taken care of. It's done. I did the wish. I burnt it. I did the prayer. It's happening. It's already taken care of. It's done. All I have to do is follow any inspiration I feel. If I feel called to send a message, I'll send a message. If I feel called to go on a dating app, I'll go on a dating app. If I feel called to go to a certain place at a certain time, I will obey that, because I know that those wishes are going to come true on my behalf, and all I have to do is receive and allow the guidance to go to where those things come true for me, right? And the magic about spell work or ritual work, if you've never thought about this before, because this is true even if you're coming from a Christian background. In a Christian background, there's prayers, there's novenas, there's, you can call on the saints, like there's all different ways of doing ritual and doing prayers. And in spell work and ritual work, the moment that you set your intention to do the spell or do the novena, it already begins. It's already started. And it's funny because when I wrote down those wishes, which I did, I think we did it on Yule. So we did it December 21st. And then we started the ritual on Christmas Day. And then we burned them for 12 days, kind of like the Epiphany, right? Like the wise men bringing the wishes, bringing the gifts. So when I started focusing on Yule on the 21st, and I started to focus on, okay, these are the wishes that I had, all of the things that need to happen in order for me to receive what I've asked for started to happen, which means that I randomly on New Year's Eve decided that I was going to start doing a 30-day challenge to follow my creative pursuits. And what is that going to do? Well, that's getting me back into music production. It's getting me back into performing music. It's getting me back into being prepared to release my music. And how, I might ask you, did I expect to receive $1 million a year from my music career, $1 million minimum a year from my music career, without doing my music career? It's not possible, right? But when I started to do the 30-day challenge, I didn't think, like, I wasn't like, well, I'm going to do this 30-day challenge so I can get, you know, have music make me $1 million. But once I started doing it, I was like, oh, I can see that I already had the inspiration to start putting time, energy, and commitment into my music in order for that wish to come true. And I had thought to myself about halfway through the ritual when I was burning the wishes, I thought, like, oh man, what if I do get that 13th wish is actually, you know, having my music make a lot of money? And it occurred to me, I was like, well, at least you started this ritual and you're going to be heading in the direction that you need to go if that's what happens. And so now, reflecting back on that, I can see that that really was motivated from writing down those wishes to begin with. Like, my subconscious immediately began working on how to do that without me having to consciously think of it. And I do think that's a little bit of what that thinker card is about. All you have to think about is what's directly in front of you. And you don't have to think about how you're going to do something that's in the future. You just have to think about how you're going to handle your shit right now, what you can do right now from this moment. When I go to make choices for the next, 12 months about food or about whether or not I'm going to move my body, I think I'm going to reflect on the fact that I have this wish here taped to my desk that says, I love my body and I can finally see how beautiful I am. And it's really going to make me think about the choices I'm making. If I love my body, why am I hurting my body? Because it hurts my body when I eat this. If I love my body, why am I not moving it around? Like, I'm aging. There's going to be a point in time when I may not have the ability to move and dance and do everything I want to do. So why am I allowing that to happen prematurely? I love my body. I want my body to feel good. I want my body to be well. I love my body also means that I don't hate the fat on my body. Like, I can't hate my body and then love it at the same time, right? So I have to come to terms with, I love my body right now, not later when it looks like ideal, but right now. And loving your body isn't about, looking at yourself in the mirror and seeing perfection. It's about looking at yourself in the mirror and having appreciation for every aspect of yourself and however that looks, So I highly recommend that ritual. And if you need instructions for it or whatever, and you're one of my subscribers, hop in my DMs and I'll send you the video where I got it. I think I still have it. Oh my gosh, excuse me, I'm sorry. All right, if you would like me to read a few cards for you, I would love to do so. If you are a subscriber to my channel, you are of course entitled to receive 2 cards for any question you desire. If you want me to answer 2 cards, you can just subscribe to my channel and I will do that. And then anytime you see me live, you shall have this privilege. If you would like a deeper reading tonight, it is $33. There's a link in my profile, Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. And getting a $33 reading from me is only possible on lives. I no longer have $33 readings on my website. There is just one price there, and it is $111. So if you are wanting a $33 reading, this is the only place you can get it. And yeah, I'll read for a bit longer. So any of my subscribers want 2 cards, let me know. Hop in the comments. You can't have it, girl. That's gonna be a never on that. You can't have my coat. sorry. My mom gave it to me. It's sentimental. It's so comfy. I wear it all the time. Obviously. I like the color of it too. I just got the victory card. That's not the first time. Coat Stealer. I'm telling you, you can get it on QVC. It's Denim & Company or something. That's what my mom said. My favorite is the hoodie. I feel like I can look like an anime portrait. If I put it right there. Now I can be an anime portrait. Have you guys been watching the videos of like, this doesn't look like me? And it's kind of interesting. Love, please, for Texas, honey. Sure thing, babes. Let's take a look at love for you. What's going on? I want to know why this guy that seems to be in a relationship is hopping into my DMs during Mercury in retrograde. Hi, Brittany. Thanks for the donation. I'll do your reading for you just in a moment. Okay, so Texas, honey, we've got the 8 of Wands came out behind the 10 of Wands. So I feel like the burden of communication is still falling on your shoulders, maybe. Like you're still feeling like you kind of do most of the work there. And that's not what you want. So that's feeling a little cumbersome. You're wanting more. You want this person to share more. You want them to talk more, communicate more, be more open. There's again that sensation of wanting things to move faster too, and I know things are going very slowly. So there is definitely a feeling of like just wanting to move faster, and it is becoming a little bit of a burden. And that's coming out with the 4 of Pentacles, and you know she's holding tightly to that purse there. She doesn't look like she's going to give that up to anybody. It's like my coat. So this is my 4 of Pentacles. But it's on QVC. It's kind of pricey. Is it? She probably got some kind of a deal on it, to be honest. I'm sure, because usually she gets things when they're on sale. So maybe it was like on sale when she got it. But she got me this, and then she got my dad some robe that is also the same material. So the 4 of Pentacles, it's holding on. So you're still, even though the burden of communication is falling on you, you're still kind of wanting to hold space, hold on to it to see where it's going to go. I'm going to pull an oracle. I just feel called to do so. For your advice about this situation. Like, should you keep holding on? Because I'm not getting a feeling. I'm kind of on the fence a little bit. Why? Just came out. Why? In reverse. So, why do you want this particular thing to work out? Maybe number 31. The protection message is sometimes subconsciously... Nope, that's the wrong thing. No, it is. Sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you toward a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better, because fame would cause people to admire and approve of you. Or you may want to reunite with the partner who rejected you because you believe that their love continues to be strong. But deep down, what you really desire is to have the last word with that person. Now is the time for deep soul searching of the why that drives your choices. What you uncover will set you free and bring you ever closer to the happiness you seek. So you're holding on to a situation where you're carrying the burden of the communication. Why? Why are you doing that? I think if you can answer that, you can kind of ask yourself, maybe do pros and cons, you know, and just be like, well, because of this, this, and this, and then maybe try to go just another layer deeper. what do I want to feel? Like, why do I want to feel this way? And why do I think this person or this situation will make me feel this way? That's what I would do if I were you. Good luck, babes. I'm invested as much as you are at this point. I'm like ready to see like some good cards coming out about this situation. Okay, Brittany, did you have a specific question? Give me this deck. I want it. It's fighting me. Thank you for sharing the live too. I just noticed that y'all did that. How is my relationship with Zach? Oh, that's too many cards. I'm going to take that one. Okay. So this is the $33 reading. For those of you that are interested, if you want to get a personal one. Okay, and let me just get oracles. That came right out. All right, so overall energy, we have the Death card and the Page of Wands. So I think that the immature communication stuff is over. It's ending. It's transforming into something that's going to be much more significant. But these little, like, this can also be about the spark dying. But I don't really think that is it, maybe. I don't know. Based on the headspace, I don't necessarily think it's about the spark dying, but it could be. It could be like it's maybe hard to be as excited about it or something. Thank you for following me. I also like the name Awaken Joy. That's a pretty name. I think it is more so that, like, small stuff is not going to cut it, you know? Like, really being just saying these, like, little things, like, that's not really going to cut it. Hi, JJ. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. So, that's the overall energy, but transformation, something new happening, something, maybe a fresh start or a new beginning, because the old stuff just wasn't cutting it anymore. Underlying all your thoughts and decisions, we do have the Seven of Cups and the Alchemist. And the Alchemist is similar to, it's the, like, the Temperance energy. And the Seven of Cups is about having a lot of opportunities and a lot of choices and a lot of confusion too, not being super, you know, thank you for the roses, Texas honey. So I think it's really interesting because it's kind of being patient, being calm, not being emotionally, like, upset, just sort of emotionally regulating, even though you're maybe not, it's not exactly clear the direction that things are going to go in. You're still being calm. You're at peace with it. You're just kind of like, I know that, you know, there are a lot of paths here, but I feel that I'm pretty much at peace with this. Thank you for my gifts there, Awake and Joy. I appreciate that. So where has the situation been? We have the Ten of Cups, which is beautiful spiritual fulfillment. But then we also have the Knight of Swords and the Three of Swords. So it's like in your head, everything seems really beautiful, really fulfilling, really like it could just be so wonderful. But in your heart, I'm seeing this feeling of this truth that it's not really like you're thinking. Like, you're thinking that you want this, but your heart is like, but this is not really what's actually happening. It's not, I don't feel that it's really this way. I feel that there's avoidance of making a choice or a decision that's pretty painful, or the truth is in itself about the situation is painful, or maybe it hurts to know that it could be so wonderful, but instead you're feeling like this separation or this heartbreak or something about how they communicate directly, etc. So that's what's been going on. In the current energy, what we have is the Ace of Cups. So this is why your head looks like so beautiful, like, but then your heart is like psh, Nine of Swords. So it's like, you know, it's like I could have this fresh offer of love, and you're feeling like your fear is like, no, you can't. Like, there's worry, there's fear, there's anxiety about actually receiving all of the love that you're actually desiring, that you know intuitively is possible. And so there is a lot of fear that's kind of crept in, and it's like you're wanting to think positively about it, but you're feeling afraid. And that brings us to this final card here, which is the Knight of Cups, and it's being clarified by the Moon. So it's like you want to open up and really experience romance and feel like your heartstrings being played by this person, but there's fear and anxiety that it just won't happen this way. There's like a sense that this is just an illusion. It's not really like this, because like so this is a lot of mixed messages, a lot of confusion, a lot of uncertainty. You're trying to be patient with it, you're trying to remain calm, you're probably working on healing some of this anxiety about it. It's just not feeling the way that you want it to feel, the way that the thoughts that you're wanting to think, it's not feeling like those thoughts are really manifesting. Your oracle messages for this reading are time for beginner mind, which I think makes a lot of sense, because 10:44 on the clock when I just looked at it also too. I'm going to read this passage 48 just to get deeper insight, but I feel that this is really the answer to how to handle this energy with this person. When Porcupine Spirit calls your name, you are being asked to adopt a beginner's mind and to approach situations with innocence and curiosity. The old confining stories no longer have a hold on you. Life is full of surprises hiding in plain sight. Looking at the world afresh with new eyes can help you find what you have been seeking, whether it is a relationship, an opportunity, or evidence that you have all you need right now to co-create what you desire. Who knew? Porcupine asks you to be playful and have a childlike curiosity. There is so much waiting for you that you have yet to discover. And it's really interesting because we did have this discovery energy of the Page of Wands, and we have all these options. So there's all these ways you could think about your relationship with Zach. And if you're continuing to think about it in the old way, in the fear-based way, then you're not actually tuning into, like, because when these first cards came out, I kind of forgot, like, I used to do a $22 reading where I didn't do a heart space. I just did like 3 cards, and I was like, oh yeah, I have to do the heart space. But if I hadn't have pulled the heart space, I would have been like, wow, everything's great. And then I pulled the fear out of you, and it was like, oh, I don't know if this is actually going to be great. So having that beginner's mind that's not jaded by the experiences that you've had with this person is going to be super helpful. And then we have the deep knowing card, which those heart space cards are all about, right? So this is number 43. from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I love this deck so much. This is one of my most... Colette Baron Reid's decks are just fire. I love them so much. This is intuition, listening to the oracle within, empathy, and hypersensitivity. There are occasions when you just know deep in your heart and soul that a person is going to play a meaningful role in your life. Someone crosses your path and suddenly, out of the blue, you're connected at a level impossible to describe. That feeling marks a moment in time etched indelibly onto your soul. Someone has entered your life who will be instrumental in your journey. So pay attention. Two hearts are calling to each other to begin an alchemical process. You literally got the alchemist. This is also a sign that your intuition about the person you care about is correct. Trust your heart to lead you now. Magic is about to happen. So don't let these fears cloud your heart. I really think that that's an overwhelming message here. Don't let these fears literally cloud your heart. You don't have anything to fear. So let that go and look at this situation with a fresh mind, and then reassess the cards after you've kind of worked on clearing out some of the old stuff. And I think you're going to have a super awesome situation. I think it's definitely possible for you. So work on it, see how that goes. Thank you so much, Brittany, for getting a deeper reading with me. The reading that Brittany just got is the $33 reading. And I feel like there were... Okay, so I have my prayers in here. So if you're a subscriber, you have a prayer badge. That means I will read 2 cards for you. If you want to subscribe to the channel to receive 2 cards now and anytime you catch me live, just make sure you follow and then subscribe. Thank you for all the likes. I'm seeing I have so many likes. And just update me. Hi, Luna. Oh, I'm so glad, Brittany. Thanks again for booking that reading. I appreciate all of the readings I can possibly book over the next couple of weeks until I find another job, because this one is not paying me enough lately. But maybe it'll change. I don't know. Maybe that'll shift. It would be so great if I could get back to the place where I was last year. I could live off of this job. Like, that would be really, really great. I would love to be back there again. It's so much fun to read as my job. So, and now to have music as a part of my life again too, it's really special. Yes, it is also not too late to get your ticket to Pearl's virtual event this Saturday. Link in my bio. Look at that. World's best moderator there. Yes, Luna is right. Luna will also be there with us. I think you're going to be there, right? Yes. And, oh, no worries, Brittany. You didn't have to do that, girl. But thank you. I appreciate that. But yes, Luna's Sugar Scrub is featured in the event. We're all going to make it together as a group activity. And then on our own, we will be doing... There's going to be a time for gentle body movement of any kind. You can go for a walk, you can do yoga, whatever you want to do. And then afterwards, you'll be doing a ritual cleanse and either shower or bath rebuilding. So it's going to be really cool. We're going to spend the morning working on releasing anything that's blocking us from creating the vision of the life that we desire. After we've done the releasing, we have the ritual cleansing, then we're going to get back together. I'm going to read the Emperor spread so we know, what challenges we face in rebuilding and creating that vision for our lives. We're going to be doing vision boarding. We're going to be doing, there's a book discussion about the creative visualization book, which you'll receive a PDF of. You don't have to read it before the event. You'll still be able to participate in the book discussion, or if you so choose, you can just use that time to do guided visualization and then reconvene with us for the intention setting. So it's going to be a lot of helpful information about how to visualize, how to actually break things down, get yourself into the best state of mind to visualize something, and then figure out how to take small bites of something so that you can actually make it happen. Like my 30-day challenge for pursuing your passions, you're meant to spend just at least 15 minutes a day doing one activity. And it can be any activity. Like, I'm trying to bring music back to the center of my life. So the first day I simply listened to a record that I loved when I was in high school, and I really wanted to do music. And that just got the fire going, you know, it was like stoking the fire. And the next day I watched Lizzo, and that was like so amazing. And then the third day I started working on a cover, and the fourth day I started to get into the sound design of it and started to try to learn the lyrics and stuff like that. So it's just a little bit at a time. One day I'll probably look at maybe sending out a couple booking emails. Like, one day I'll look at going over the mixes for my EP, pricing the master, like just one day at a time. And so that's what the event is really meant to help you do. If you don't know what your passions are, it's meant to help you get into the child mind and figure out what makes you feel good, what feels good to play. I actually created a menu. There's 3 different menus you can choose from. You can either choose one track, or you can mix and match. There's one that's just total relaxation. You know, everything's like frozen or already prepared, or you're ordering in or whatever. There's one that has, if you're like a foodie and you want to try your hand at a couple new recipes, then there's some detailed recipes that are in there. And there's one that's just about eating the food that you ate when you were a child. So if you ate Fruit Loops for breakfast, you eat Fruit Loops for breakfast if you want to. You can make pancakes with the smiley face, banana smiley face, if you want to. Like, and that's the track that if you're trying to figure out what your passions are and you're kind of not in touch with it, that you go back to like when you were a kid, what you like to do, what you like to play. And all of the menu, all of the food choices, I used the like 10 most common nutrients that help with vision as like a way to help you tap into literally your vision. And then I also used the colors from the chakras to help you kind of like when you're eating the food to know which things that you're sort of opening up or inviting like that color in visually. So I tried to really make just an incredible day that's filled with the types of activities that you would do on a spa retreat, including, you know, meditation, relaxation. If I could get you a massage, I would, but you're gonna have to just get a foam roller like I have and just do that instead. And it's really meant to create relaxation, because relaxation, deep relaxation, and being in an alpha state is the perfect state to be in order to start to envision or create something or visualize something. So that's the goal of the day. If you can't make it on Saturday, I will be hopefully able to record all of the events, and then you will be able to do it on your own at some point for a reduced rate. I think I'm going to set it at about $66 for the event. So if you want to just do it alone or with a group of friends, you know, and kind of set it up for you all to do it together, you'll have all of the content that we had there available for you to just follow along and watch together. I also chose the movie. We're going to watch, so it's optional. If you want to watch a movie, there's, we're going to group watch the movie Queen of, I think it's Katye. It's, or Quate, I can't remember the exact name of the village, but it's based on a true story about a little girl who discovers chess, and it totally transforms her life. Because I wanted to watch a children's movie that I'd never seen before, but that was also really inspiring about like creating a vision for your life, and it seems like the perfect movie. And the fact that it's based on a true story is cool too. So it's on Disney, so you do have to subscribe to Disney to be able to use it in the app, I think. But it's optional. You also don't have to watch the movie if you don't want to, but it's gonna be fun. I'm really excited. At first I was worried because I was like, I don't know if anyone's gonna come, and like it's a lot of work I'm putting in for the whole day because I'm leading the entire thing, so my ass is gonna be talking most of the day. But I started making the notes for each of the different sessions, and I'm actually really excited to share it with you. And I'm excited to spend that much time with people and even be able to see you. Like if you want to participate with video, I'll be able to see your faces, which will be really cool. And if you want to just do the spa retreat anonymously so that you can just, you know, not have to participate in the discussions and just be completely like inward, that's totally fine too. You can just let me know when you get your ticket that you prefer to be anonymous, and just don't turn on your microphone and your video for the Google Meet sessions, and you're good to go. So it's going to be super awesome. Okay, any of my prayers, any of my subscribers want their 2 cards today, and do you have a question that you would like me to answer? And I'm sorry if you already asked me and I didn't see it. I'll have to ask you to ask again, please, if you don't mind. But I will go ahead and pull your cards if that is what you would like. We are also listening right now to The Divine Feminine is Rising, Hear Her Speak, Gaia, Goddess, Light Codes, and Spiritual Healing Meditation. General for you, Nicole. All right, we'll go for that. General for Nicole. Just to answer that, what is the best way to manifest question? Manifestation is just thinking. So, there's all these different techniques and methods and stuff, but whatever you're spending time thinking about is really what you are creating. So if you're worrying a lot, if you're thinking, oh, this won't work out, thinking like this never works out, that's probably, you're getting proof of that all the time. Visualization, after you're deeply relaxed, where you're visualizing an event happening and feeling in your body the feeling of the event happening, and spending, putting a lot of detail into it, that is one really great way to relieve your brain of thinking about the antithesis of your desire. It recreates new pathways in your brain too to help you think about the things you want. And then the other really effective thing to do is something that we're being told constantly, but we really, most of us don't spend much time doing it, and it is to be present. So, you don't have to actively be doing anything to manifest. It's actually much better if you just kind of notice like how comfortable your cozy jacket is, or that what the temperature of the room is, the smells in the room, the way that it feels to hold a pencil as you write in a notebook. Like when you are present in the present moment, focused on what's going on right now, then you are not taking all of the baggage from your past and projecting it into your future. And it's kind of the only way to open up to allow what you actually want to start to happen, because you're not thinking it away. You're not like thinking it back. Because if you think about the thing that you want as a train going in this direction, and the doubts that you have about it as a train going in this direction, and this is what's always happening when you're trying to think about what you want, you're just sort of stagnating here. It's why you're getting 1,000 readings that are like, he's coming, I swear, he's gonna give you a gift, it's gonna be so much abundance, you're gonna have everything, you're gonna be a star, it's gonna be so amazing. And you're just like, nothing is happening. It's because you're constantly thinking about how nothing is happening. You're thinking about why it's unlikely that this train is going to go in this direction, because of all the reasons that it's always gone in this direction. And when you just stop thinking about anything and just be present, feeling your breath, paying attention to the room, being appreciative of every moment that you have, having a lot of appreciation just for this very present moment, feeling good in this very present moment, that is the catalyst for manifestation. That is what really causes you to be able to see change. And it's not simple. It sounds simple, and eventually you start to think of it as simple. It will become simple, but it's difficult at first because you're so used to doing the other thing. You're so used to feeling like we've been put into a society where we are all constantly in masculine energy doing. But there's 3 states of being. There's being, there's doing, and there's having, right? Not just doing. First, you need to be. When you just are, the inspiration for the thing you want to have, the inspiration can come to you when you're just being present. And they're like, oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think of that before. because everything I was always thinking was all about the stuff from the past. So now I have this inspiration of something I didn't think of before. I feel like I should do that. Then you do what you felt inspired to do. Then the next phase after that is allowing yourself to have what you have created, right? So thinking about it like that is really helpful. And that's the kind of stuff we're going to talk about on Saturday. Okay. Who asked me for cards? I completely forgot. Is it Nicole? Yes, Nicole. Okay, Nicole. 9 of Pentacles for you coming up. And the 2 of Pentacles. So definitely very material. This is, this is earthy energy right now. It's interesting because we're in the Capricorn season, which is earth. And it's, the moon going into Cancer, which I saw your message. I didn't see the full message, Luna, but I saw some of it, and that's absolutely Drax, by the way. 100%. So it's an interesting time right now because we feel like we need to be grounded. We need to do this work. We need to be active. Like we need to kind of get our money, work on the material. But then we're having a lot of feelings also coming through with this moon energy. So what I'm seeing for you is that single and independent energy, that rewarding yourself, like allowing yourself to indulge in something once in a while, not just like feeling like you can't have the things that you desire. And then we're seeing the 2 of Pentacles, which is about making some kind of a decision. And of course, in the 2 of Pentacles, we've kind of been going back and forth about something. I'm seeing a purse here, and there's a lot of, there's Pentacles energy. So this could be actually having to do with finances. It's also Thursday, which is a day that finances and money are kind of important on this day. So there might be some decisions that you need to make about how you're spending, or whether or not to spend some money on yourself, like to take care of yourself in some way. Or maybe you've been doing that too much. But if it's the opposite, if you haven't really been indulging, then it's like maybe time that you bought yourself something nice or did something nice for yourself instead of going back and forth like, do I need that? I don't really need that. Should I do that? There is also, of course, the eternal cycle of going back and forth with somebody that you're very attached to. So there's that message that's in there too, and just kind of making a decision. Do you want to keep doing that, or do you want to stop that cycle, which is kind of the message that came out in the beginning. By the way, if you missed the reading at the beginning, I did do a collective reading. It did happen to be about relationships. That's what came out. And if you want to see it, it will be available as a replay on YouTube. I would guess by tomorrow. I don't know if it's been an hour, so it might take a bit to be able to upload it. Okay. But that was the energy that I was seeing for you, Nicole. And let's see. Anyone else who is a subscriber? Would you like your 2 cards read, subscribers? Do you want a couple cards, Luna? You're welcome, babes. Thanks for being here with me tonight. If there's no one else who wants their cards, I'll close the energy for us. Okay, let's use these beautiful cards to close out the energy. So what is the last bit? Good night, Texas, honey. What's the last bit of information that we need to help us sleep well tonight? What do we need to help us sleep well tonight? The Ace of Swords. This is clarity. It's clarity. It's that mindset. It's changing the mindset. We just talked about it at length. Being able to see a positive future. The key to something that you're trying to create is clearly seeing that thing, visualizing it, seeing it. The 7 of Wands. The masculine in this image is fighting. He has love, permanently tattooed on his chest, which makes me think of like, you know, strong commitment. He's like the strong man. So he's like fighting to stay committed. So maybe seeing your person as, you know, standing his ground for the connection, fighting for it. And there's your energy and the Queen of Wands, holding a vision. So see clearly what you desire. And if what you desire is this masculine energy that's like really committed to being with you, really has a strong desire to be in a long-term committed relationship, then hold that vision of that masculine energy that is there, you know, like that's definitely something that you need to see. You have to see it in order to believe it, but you have to see it in your mind's eye, right? It's not necessarily that you have to, it's like you see it, you visualize it, you believe that it's possible, you hold that space, you hold that vision, and that's when you actually see it manifest. So that is the advice for you. And let me get an oracle. Oh, thank you, Luna. I appreciate that. I think I said I was going to send you 2 cards, but then I forgot to do it. Serendipity, number 18. So our closing message for tonight. Opportunity allied with readiness. The awareness of synchronicity, luck and good fortune appearing as signs and symbols. A magical alignment of events. You've stepped into alignment with the greater good, where your dreams and the collective dream resonate in exquisite harmony. Now is the time for luck and preparation to meet and create miracles that you could never have planned all by yourself. Keep in mind that you are a channel for providence right now, as a higher energy uses you as a force on behalf of the world. Your fortune becomes everyone's fortune. Everything you bring into being now will leave a wondrous legacy for others in the future. Your service to the world is being supported at this time. Expect the unexpected and smile, for Spirit loves you so very much. Spirit has a plan, and that plan is to place you in front of the right person at the right time. You have met or are about to meet someone vitally important to your journey. Someone Spirit wants to bring into your life. Only divine forces can plan this meeting. It is out of your hands. Pay attention to the signs Spirit presents. You are in the right place at the right time. Be grateful, for the stars are aligned in your favor and fortune is smiling on you. Victory and success are yours. The choices you have made in the past have prepared you for the opportunities now before you. This is your lucky moment. The timing is perfect. I'll take it. All right, everybody, that was a beautiful way to end this reading. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight. I shall return tomorrow. I don't know exactly what time. I would guess like 4 to 5-ish, somewhere in there. I don't know. I'll check the analytics and see when people are usually on Fridays, but it pretty much seems that seems to be like a pretty consistent time. It was nice to do a later one with you. I saw some people from the West Coast or who have to work during the day and they're actually home, so it was kind of nice to do it this time. And it was just sort of fortuitous. I would have done it earlier, but I had a student who had a lesson at 8, so I couldn't do it at that time when I normally would do it. And then on Saturday, I will not be reading live because I will be at the event. So if you want to see me on Saturday, you're going to have to buy a ticket for the event. But it's going to be worth your while. And I can't wait, honestly. I feel like everybody is just, because you know when you're in a group thing and you work on something all together and everybody's energy there, I know there's going to be tears, there's going to be laughter, there's going to be revelation. Like, it's just, I know it's going to be so good. It's 11/11 when I'm saying this. Back when I first contemplated doing any kind of therapy, the only thing I could afford initially was a group therapy. And it was when I had been diagnosed with an eating disorder. I had non-purging bulimia, which is where you binge and then fast. You don't really purge. But I was with a group of incredible women, and they all had different types of eating disorders, and I think I got the most from that group than I did from all the other forms of therapy I ever had, because it was something else to look around at these incredible people who had really cool jobs and interesting lives, and they just couldn't see that. They couldn't experience it, because all that they could experience was the feeling of their body, feeling trapped in a body that they didn't want to be in, wanting to hurt their body, like harming themselves, and then realizing how it was depriving us of our joy to be focused on our body. For what? For the other people in our lives? Like it was just really enlightening for me in that setting to think, I'm one of these women. I am doing this too. I have all these amazing things, and I have, brilliant ideas and talents and gifts, and all I care about right now is like how fat I am, and the person sitting next to me that is wasting away, that's all she cares about too, and I'm 5 times the size that she is. And I could see how disconnected we were from seeing ourselves as we truly were. So I think group settings for anything like this, where you're looking to affirm your life and transform it, it's really powerful to be in a group like that. And I've done different virtual things like this over the last few years because of COVID, and during COVID, the couple of group things I attended, it was just powerful. So I am looking forward to it. So Saturday I will be doing that. It is likely that Sunday I will be pretty busy finishing up the event. I'm also offering, if you book a ticket, I'm offering you the opportunity to do a 30-minute virtual session with me on Sunday if you have time. And if you can't do it on Sunday, I'll try to schedule it with you later in the week. So because of that, it's likely that I will not be doing any live readings this weekend. Unless Sunday's a really light day, maybe I'll pop back on Sunday. But most likely I will just be involved in the retreat, and I will be back with you on Monday. So I will see you tomorrow, and then potentially on Monday again. But thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you have a good night's sleep tonight, and that you get into that alpha state and visualize what it is you desire, and then just be very present, fall asleep, and wake up in the reality that you're hoping to create. Love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.